In this video, I will explain my TikTok experiment that I ran, and also explain why TikTok is probably so popular right now in 2020 and beyond, and also give you some stuff if you want to grow your own TikTok and audience from literally zero. So that being said, if you were like me, you possibly thought TikTok was nothing more than the lip-syncing app you sometimes saw people posting videos about on Twitter and Facebook. Probably not all that much, because a lot of people still held TikTok in like the cringe category, as if cringe wasn't the most overused word in the 2010s as it was. But still, most likely there's like a preconceived notion about what TikTok is. And after running my experiment, in case what I did was basically I made a TikTok account. I decided to start by posting some of my old vines from back in like 2014 and stuff on the site, and then start kind of making some more of my own skits and stuff as well. Because one of the first things I found out about TikTok is, yes, the lip syncing stuff and the duet stuff is part of the app now, but it's not the only thing about the app now. And I think when the app first came out, because we saw a lot of those first and foremost, and like the music challenges and stuff like that, we might think that's all TikTok is. But nowadays, if you haven't used the app but you're kind of curious, when you open it and go to record a video, you can record a 15-second video, or you can record a minute-long video at this point, and they don't have to have any music in them whatsoever. So you can basically use TikTok like Vine 2.0, with either the 15-second videos for the more shorter kind of comedic stuff or something like that, or a longer-term video whether it's comedy or something else. You can just kind of vlog, 1-minute vlogs on TikTok. That's a thing you can do as well. Which kind of leads into the third point. You can also live stream once you get big enough and partnered with TikTok, which is a good way to kind of bring in more viewers to the app and stuff. But unlike Vine back in the old days, you can monetize this. You're actually able to monetize your live streams. And I believe at the point of recording this video, in case you're watching this video say like months from now or something, at this point in time, the way the revenue is split is like 50-50 between you and TikTok. So when it comes to donations and stuff like that, whatever people donate to you and etc. Kind of like live streaming on Twitch a bit, except I think the revenue split is a bit differently on Twitch. But that's how they like advertise, and you can actually monetize and do things with TikTok, which is a step that Vine never really got the chance to do and figure out how to do, because it was just a 6-second videos as it was. So what about the experiment? The experiment was basically that, kind of like I alluded to earlier, I would take some of my older Vines that were popular, because when I used to do Vine, I ended up with 3.5 million views before the app closed, unfortunately, and I wasn't good enough to find a way to transfer my audience from Vine to, say, YouTube, where I ended up over there, and now to other places as well. But in terms of getting those views, it comes down to things like tags and such like that. One of the things I need you to understand about TikTok is there's a For You page, and then there's kind of like a recommended page, like a home page. The For You page is the recommended page, by the way. That's the equivalent on like a YouTube or something, where you see like recommended streamers come up on the side of Twitch or something like that. That's what the For You page is. This is things that they're saying is for you, things we think because of your past watch experience and things you've watched in the past, based off the tags and whatnot, we think you would enjoy. And then there's the home page, in which is that's for the people that you have followed. So say you followed 5 people, you will find their 5 stuff over here. And the For You page is if you want to venture out into the world. Now, the way people kind of have been going about, and what my experiment was about, was tags. Hashtags specifically on my different videos. And what kind of ones responded the best and what kind of ones didn't. Because there's this universal idea with TikTok that if you use, say, hashtag ForYou or hashtag ForYouPage, or even the abbreviated version, so hashtag FY or hashtag FYP, that will actually make your videos do better. Now, in running my experiment, so far every video that I've put those tags on have done at least 100 views, and I have 0 followers, or at the time when I started, I had 0 followers, I had no videos up, nothing like that, and I kind of went from scratch and started putting on things like those tags and whatnot. And so, after a bit, especially because I decided to try and put out 2 a day, they were all getting at least 100. One in particular was an art one that got almost 800, and then I did another one which is more of a pun comedic one that did break 800. And I'll get into those in a second, because I think part of why that specifically happened is also the time of day you want to be posting. Because here's another thing. TikTok is used by a lot of people. Part of why it's so popular, part of its popularity in my experience so far, in my experimentation, is because there's just so many people on the site that there's like a niche for everybody to do something on. Whatever it is that you do, if you're coming from YouTube or streaming, or just kind of like recording vlogs or comedic videos with your friends or by yourself, whatever the case is, like back in the old days of Vine, there's probably a niche and an audience for you on TikTok because of how the sheer mass amount of people that now use the TikTok app. So that's why I've seen some of these numbers, is because A, there's just something for everybody at this point on this app, but B, also the timing. This audience, you could say, is skewed towards the younger end, right? Like the Zoomers, so to speak, the younger generation, the people that can browse YouTube for hours on end still, because maybe all they have to do is things like homework and stuff, and maybe not necessarily have to balance other things like a job and taxes and all of the other stuff. But with that said, if that's the case, then you don't want to post, in my experience, these TikToks early in the morning, especially during the school year, or even the college year for that matter. I'm a college student, so I would know that too. You don't want to do that really in the early morning or the morning period where a lot of people probably have classes and stuff like that. If you can, you might want to wait until the evening, until you start building up an audience. Once you build up an audience that's going to watch your videos anyways, then you can kind of be flexible and kind of experiment out to what you want to do here and there. But starting from zero, using those hashtags like the ForYouPage and stuff like that, you probably want to start posting them towards the afternoon, mainly the evening and the night too, where a lot of people, even if it's like the older generations that are on TikTok, they're like off from work at that point, they're probably home from the commute, etc., stuff like that. That's probably the best time in my experimentation so far to post on this platform. And also what the hashtag specifically to use on your videos. Now that doesn't mean you can't use other hashtags like hashtag comedy, hashtag funny if you're doing like the comedic skit stuff, or you can still do the music stuff, the music in the background stuff, and things like that. All of that is fine too, and if anything, you probably want to put those in your tags as well. Like the one TikTok I put up that was an art video, I did put art in the hashtag as well. It was an art drawing of me combining a Demon Vi skin from League of Legends with Knuckles the Echidna from the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. And so I did that, I put that up there, I put all of those in there with the art and the stuff like that, and it ended up kind of blowing up within about an hour. And that's the thing too. That's one of the things I also want you to understand. Sometimes we'll make videos on, say, YouTube, and maybe because it's like more of an evergreen kind of a content, or a video that can be watched displaced from time. It can build up views over time, even if it doesn't explode out the gates, because it's something that's rewatchable, it's consumable no matter what time of the year it is, it wasn't super topical, and things like that. TikTok, meanwhile, has so many people using the site, again, I want to reiterate that you can make a video that blows up to almost 1,000 views from zero in an hour's time. At the point that I'm recording this video, I still haven't done a whole heck of a lot more. I have somehow amassed 8 followers, but I've also amassed a couple other videos, and all some of my previous videos as well are starting to do well too. Because one of the things about having a catalog of videos, once you start having multiple videos on your TikTok account, people will go back and maybe binge watch some of the other stuff too, and they'll kind of spill over into some of your other videos. So that can be something that's pretty neat as well. But to drive the point home also about the kinds of videos you can post on this site, you know, we've talked about the music stuff, the duet stuff you probably already know about. I've talked about using it like Vine 2.0, vlogging, streaming. You can even post like clips and stuff. If you have like a clip you posted on Vine from a TV show because you thought it was really funny with a certain caption you put on it. Like for example, I was the one back in Vine that had the Cell clip from Dragon Ball Z where he said, "You thought you'd never see me again. Well, too bad, I'm alive." And I was like, Dragon Ball Z in a nutshell, and it blew up and it was great. I put that back on TikTok as well, kind of some of the same results, because you can put basically as long as you don't break, not copyright, but basically terms of service. Make sure to read the terms of service. There are some outlying things you can't do, but things like that even you can do. So if you have something funny like that, as long as it's a short clip, don't do like the minute-long version. You have to do like the shorthand version of that one, but you can do that as well. So there's a broad range of the types of content that you can put on this app as well now. So if you're not vocally, musically, and a singer inclined, you'll still be fine. It's basically what I'm saying. So in conclusion, the reason why I ran this experiment was because, hey, if I had the time to grind this again, I've seen people saying different things about the ways to succeed and stuff. I kind of want to apply it. I want to apply it for a week straight, post 2 TikToks for a week straight for a total of 14 TikToks, see what happens from zero. And this is what happened from zero. We had 200 plus likes. At the time of recording this video, I might be at 230 because I did post a new one actually recently. But on top of that, there's also some other things about the tags and whatnot, the consistency of always breaking at least 100, but some of them even breaking more when I posted them towards the evening. And so why TikTok is so popular and blowing up and stuff is I think because people are realizing that it isn't just the cringe or whatever, right? Like there's so many different things you can actually do now with TikTok and kinds of videos you can make on TikTok that it's almost like YouTube YouTube back in the Wild West days in terms of what you kind of get away with doing, and also because the algorithm isn't fully figured out and things are getting demonetized and stuff like that too. It is kind of like the older days when you can just kind of post whatever and there's an audience for it. So the conclusion of the experiment is kind of do whatever you want. Obviously, if it isn't something illegal or, you know, something like that, don't do illegal stuff and etc. obviously, and, you know, stuff like that. But you can kind of do whatever and you'll probably find an audience. The only thing is you probably do have to grind. By grind, I mean at least post 3 a week. If you can, post 1 a week, because these are shorter videos than like YouTube or something like that. So if you just have like 15 seconds, try to throw up something every day, that'll probably help you a lot more. But it's all about the tags, for my opinion, and finding ways to get your videos onto people's For You page so that they can see your videos and like your videos, maybe follow off of that and things like that. So I think that's also why TikTok is popular, is because there's a wide flexibility, there's a ton of people on the app, period, and there's an audience for basically everybody and what everybody kind of wants to do. So if you want to grow, again, to reiterate, another TLDR, you want to use the hashtags like the ForYouPage, ForYou, FY, FYP. Those ones seem to at least help your videos get to at least that 100 view point. And beyond that, you can kind of put in some other tags based on the specific kind of video you're doing. Some general ones like comedy, funny, friends, art, things like that can also help out. Also, putting the hashtag TikTok in your TikTok video seems to kind of do some things sometimes. Maybe. I'm not sure about that one, but I'll throw that in just in case. But also, that's going to kind of be the end of this video. So in conclusion, that was my wild challenge TikTok experiment for myself, kind of a rundown as someone in college. So I'm not necessarily like the younger side of the generations, but I am, I guess, maybe in that era where I could still grind or something. So that is where I'm coming from. If you're not at that point, maybe it'll go a little bit differently, but most of what I said in this video should still help you out from zero. So thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification, the actual subscribe button. But I don't know what video will be next. We're just gonna have to wait and see. So until this time, take care and enjoy pizza responsibly. Thank you for watching.